Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time it is at your place. My name is Oluboba and you're welcome to another episode of the Oluboba podcast. Today we'll look at work-life balance. Do you struggle to strike a balance between your work life and your work, your career and your life in general, relationship, finances and the rest? Today I'm going to share with you 5 major secrets, or what you can call 5 major principles that I have used. These principles have worked for me in achieving a work-life balance. These are not just theory, these are practical steps you can learn. But please, before we dip into these 5 things, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and encourage me to do more of this. And if there's anything you want me to work on, or if there's any video you want me to work on also, please kindly use the comment section. I will respond to. All right, let's get started. What are the 5 things we need to do to achieve a work-life balance? The first one says do nothing, win everything. Exactly. Do nothing. It's very easy in today's world of buzzles and hustles, and everybody's trying to do many things, and it's very easy to want to do everything your hands lay, or from trading cryptocurrency to opening 10 businesses. You want to be everywhere, and surely I don't blame you for that. Okay, there are responsibility, there are bills to pay, there are so many things that you need to do. So the natural response would be that you want to do more so that you can actually get more. But trust me, work-life balance is not about more, it's about better. It's not about doing more, it's about becoming better. So the first thing to do is what? Do nothing. Take a step back and have an overview of the whole thing. Have an eagle's view of the whole thing that you've been doing. Because trust me, if what you've been doing are working, you will not be where you are. So for the fact that you are not happy with where you are or your current state of life is a reason to tell you that what you are doing currently is not working and is not helping. So before you start changing, it is best that what you do nothing. That is, take a step back. You can call it a break, you can call it a vacation, but take a step back and have your overview, an eagle's view of entire thing to see what it is that could be wrong. Do nothing. So the excellence is not about adding more. Excellence is when you get to a point where there's nothing else to remove. That is what we call excellence. Don't forget the first one as well. Do nothing. Take a step back, have an eagle's view, and try to audit what could be wrong. That will save you a lot. The second one is take it online. Manage anywhere. Recently, I installed all my software on the PC in terms of Microsoft software on my PC in terms of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, so many other things that I had to install. Why? I took all of this online. Now I use Google Sheets, I use Google Docs, I use Google Slides, and so much more. And this has saved me so much, seriously, so much. Just yesterday, which was on Sunday, a colleague reached out to me and was like, please, I need access to so and so. Help me, it's urgent. Now, look at this. If I had not if I had not moved it online, definitely I would have told the colleague, wait till Monday before I could attend to you, because these things are in the system. But because they are online, all I need to do is just to open the system, go online and give her the access. So when you take your business online, when you take your work online, it makes it easier than than being limited to a particular system. So part of work life, though that also comes with a clause, it can come to a disadvantage, because that also means that anywhere you are, you have to keep working. But if you are disciplined enough, you will know when to say no to some things. We'll get there as time goes on. So the major thing here is take your work online. It helps you manage anywhere. It gives you that work-life balance that you need. You tend to work when you are productive. You tend to work when you are active. You tend to work when you feel best. Okay, because your work you're not limited to a particular space. Yes, that's one of the big goals of taking your work online. So what is it that you're doing right now? Is it accounting? What is it that you're doing right now that actually can be online? And that leads us to the third step. Automate to breathe. When you automate, see, automation is like a bedrock of work-life balance. You must learn to automate. Some in business we call it leverage, or marketing we say leverage. You must learn to automate. It is very important. And I will give you some of the reasons why it is. It saves you time. Okay, it saves you energy and it saves you resources. Yes, no, look, why do you have to keep doing manual things, doing the same thing all over and over? Why not do it once and get it done forever? Let me give you an example. So I'm a coach, I'm a consultant. Before I have to attend to each client personally, I spend time, some go as far as 2 hours, and it still becomes unproductive. How can you explain 2 hours of someone and at the end, business will get back to you? And so I had to automate something. How do I do that? Immediately you chat me up, or be it on my site or WhatsApp or whatever it is, there's a video sent to you that I explain all that I do and how I do them. Okay, then the next thing that you see is, are you ready? Okay, when are you starting? So when the client indicates their interest, and the next thing they see is our pricing lists. See, it helps because see, when immediately we do that, it filters the unnecessary. Okay, it filters the unnecessary. It saves me time. So the time I will have used intervene 100 persons, okay, especially at the basic level. All I do is just to make a video for this for all of them. Then whosoever that is qualified then comes to me, pay, and have my service. That is what. So there's something you can automate in your business. There's something you keep doing all over and all over and over the same day. It's time to learn how to automate. It's time to, and thank God for the era of AI, where you can now automate so much things now without stress, without even at a very low cost. So what do you need to automate? Check your work process. There's something that can be automated today. So as a coach, guess what I did? I automated so many things. My pricing is on my list. You pay from the site straight up. You make your payment. You receive your email. Every manual work is thrown out of my desk. Let's go to the fourth one. Follow one course until success. I learned about this first from a friend. It's called Focus. Yes, it's an acronym for focus. Follow one course until what? Success. That is, follow one part, do one thing well until you move to the other. Now we talk about multiple streams of income. These things are good. We talk about also do many things. They are good. Multitasking, they are good. But trust me, at the early stage of your life, what you want to do is to get one thing done and done well. One thing should be running and running effectively well before you move on to the other. Sometimes when it seems as though it's not working, what you need to do is to pivot, not necessarily start another. So before you start another, ensure that this is already stable, sustainable, and profitable. That is how you can keep going. Okay, that is how you can even use the funds from this, or the connections from this, the network from this, to also influence the other. So rather than having 5 average things, why not have one that works well? Recently, I also, part of my auditing process, I had to close down many businesses. I remember when I was in school where I started 21 businesses. As much as that seems glorified, that seems good to hear. It makes me sound as though a big entrepreneur, you are goal driven. But trust me, it was not the best. I wish I've stick to one thing, but at the same time, I'm not regretting, because by doing many things, I got to know what works and what doesn't work. Yes, I've done so many things. Think about it. So many things where I was, so many businesses where I was in school. So follow one course until success. Whatever it is you are doing, or whatever it is you've chosen to do, it's time to start doing them, but stick to it until it works. Yes, stick to it and make sure you've done your market research. You can go to theolubaba.com, search market research on how to do market research. There's a very, I have an explanatory guide on that. So go there and do your market research to see what needs to be done to get it done. And once you start, please stick to it. Okay, depth is more important than width. Consistency is a far greater virtue than intensity. Thank you so much. Let's go to the fifth one. Be so good at what you do. When you achieve work-life balance, one of the ways to achieve work-life balance is to be good to be ignored. Once you are too good to be ignored, this is what happens. You get to people tend to recommend you, and then you tend to attract better clients. Trust me, so there's something about better clients. They stress you less. Yes, they pay you more, and they connect you higher. That is one thing about better client, as compared to trying to take on every other. See, never be at the downside of the pyramid. Be at the top 1% in your industry. Once you can get to that level, once you are growing into that level, you begin to realize that 20% of the wealth of your industry, 80% of the wealth of your industry is controlled by 20%, or is in the hands of 20%. Work with those 20%. They will pay you more. Rather than doing 10 jobs and getting paid maybe 100,000, why not do one job and get paid that same 100,000? you've saved time, you've saved energy, you've saved resources. Now you have more time for family, for your children, for whatever it is you want to do. That is what we call a work-life balance. And let me say this to you, that work-life balance is not something that comes to you automatically. It's a thing of responsibility. You have to be responsible. You have to understand that nobody is coming to save you. Not the government, not your mentor, not your manager, not your director, not you, not your prayer. Nobody is coming to save you except yourself. You have to take that responsibility and know that uh, uh, if it's gonna go good, it depends on me. If it's gonna go bad, it also depends on you. But of course, choose the good part. Take responsibility. Start giving it a consign that it's time for you to achieve this work life. Don't say I will start doing tomorrow. Don't say I will get it done tomorrow. Don't say I will pay attention tomorrow. It start now, because old habits don't die. Make it a priority now. Make it a priority now. For example, there was a time I stopped using this system. Anything past 7, past 6, past 7, I stop using system, irrespective of the number of work. I believe that whatever it is I cannot complete during the day, then please, I should leave it. Yes, whatever I can't complete during the 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours during the day, it's best I leave it. My night is for resting. And trust me, there are still more things I'm working on. All of this goal is to achieve a work-life balance. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful you took your time to listen to me. Please do it to share, do it to like, subscribe. I'll be so grateful. And if there's anything you want me to do, any topic you want me to speak on, to write on, kindly use the comment section. Let me know. I'll do it to reply. Okay, I also wrote an article on this particular topic. You can find that in the description below. Once again, thank you so much. I appreciate your effort for listening. Thank you for your time. God bless. See you next time. Bye.